Guys, it's your boy Blackrue back with another video. Let me just adjust my adjust my microphone here. I'm already live over here. Let me make sure I mute the sound. And then, as always, cue my guy Indigo Saint.
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe it was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing.
What's going on, guys? Back for another episode of Blackrue Investing on Gentlemen of Crypto. Today, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Can it hit 50K? And we're going to be talking about oracles. And as always, we'll have time for questions at the end. Let's go on over to the channel, darkhorsewatcher.com. Please like and subscribe. Definitely if we bring you any value here. Okay. We just did a really cool live stream last night with Byte Storage and NYC Network. Very cool interview, very passionate guy. He's doing some big things for ArcBlock. He let us in on some ease of how ArcBlock works as far as their components and their blocklets. So that's a very good interview if you kind of want to learn some inner workings of ArcBlock. Okay, so definitely check that out. Let's go on over here so we can open this up and see comments from you guys. Gonna let it open. It should be already muted. What's up, Casper Holstein? Patreon in the house. Big ups to Cass. Thanks for making it through, Cass. Thanks for saying this great show. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. What's up, Relaxing Serenity Sounds? Let's go on over to the Gentleman of Crypto side. We got Nerd Up Inc. Marv. Peace. What's up, brother? Thanks for making it through for the show last night, too. Nerd Up Inc. Marv, I saw you in there. And for sure, guys, smash up the likes up in here. And let's continue to go here. I don't know why it looks like this. It's weird. It's weird. Did I pause it? Okay, I guess I paused it. What's up, Crypto Clady? Let me go live here. I don't know why I paused it. I also paused it here. Okay, no, I did. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's look at Bitcoin and where it sits right now. So the question is, can it go to 50K? So we're on a day chart right now. Let's zoom into the hour chart. We've been looking at the hour chart lately because everything's been so bullish lately. So the hour chart kind of gives us a shorthand view on what's happening within the next couple hours, maybe next day or two. So we keep getting these bull flags. We got another flag here, and it seems to be kind of flagged out here exactly where this GAN fan is. So we don't really need a line here, but exactly where the GAN fan is, at least the blue fan. We're not going to count how this kind of broke out here, but at least we can say where the blue fan is. It's flagging right there, right? And it's flagged for since January really begun. It's been flagging, right? Now, if we take this and we go out to the day chart, I would like to contend that we're in 2019 now, as far as our chart goes. Why do I say that? Because that was a year before the last halving. We are now sitting a year before the next halving, which is in 2024. So looking at 2019 should give us the most accurate view of what's happening in this next market coming up. And you can see here in 2019, we went all the way up to 12K, 13K, which was about 70% off the high here at what is this? Like, let me see. What is that? I can't tell. 19, 17, 18, about 18. Okay. So if that's true here, then maybe we might go to have like 70% of this high or 70% of this high. Either way, that probably tells us Bitcoin is going to go to at least, in this case, maybe like 35. In this case, maybe 50. So if that's the case, then maybe we get something like what happens in 2019, where it went up to like 13, right? And then it kind of dumped all the way out until the next bull run. The only thing here that's really like something we have to be aware of, let me move this down right quick. Rona came in as Bitcoin was beginning its next little push. Rona came right in and stopped it and like killed the markets. So could it be possible that Bitcoin was actually going to go bullish before the halving again? We really can't say. Maybe Bitcoin would have been bullish before this halving here in May. We really can't say because Rona came in and kind of skewed the data. So that's something for us to be aware of here if we're waiting till 2024. Rona came in and screwed with the data here. So, okay. So here we are, 2019, quite possibly, it's quite possible here that we get higher, at least to 50 or even 35, 40K. One place that we might want to look for that is this next full moon coming up here in February, maybe the time that Bitcoin begins its next leg up. Okay. We got the quarter moon happening tonight, so something might possibly pop off tonight, but for sure something's going to pop off after this full moon. As sure as we can get with sure, right? Not financial advice, right? But if we come over here and look at the last kind of moon phases, right? Let's bring those in. Whew, it's hard to look at on this screen, so let's look on our screen. So last moon phases, we had things pop off of Bitcoin. It's just, that's the way it's been. So we'd be smart to just, you can see here. So we'd be smart to just look at what happens tonight, since this is a quarter moon, and then what happens on the 5th, since that's a full moon. So those are the times we should look out for with Bitcoin coming up. And we got this quarter moon tonight. So be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, and it'll be interesting to see what happens on February 6th. Let's put it that way. Let me not use the word for sure. Not financial advice, y'all. Let me see if we got any questions here before we move on to oracles. Oh crap, I'm not sharing the screen. Damn it. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had the screen up too to share. Okay. All right. So let's do that again. So sorry about that. So sorry. Let's do that again. So Bitcoin, again, we're on the hour chart here. It's been bull flagging basically since January. You can see that here, very clear. There's a flag here. There's a flag here. And if you take the line all the way down on this blue triangle here, you can really clearly see the flag, that is the bull flag here, and the bull flag here as well. Another one there. And this is on the hour chart, right? You can also see here that the moon phases have corresponded with like some action in Bitcoin, right? So we have a quarter moon coming up tonight. So maybe something pops off tonight or tomorrow, right? We have the full moon where Bitcoin can usually becomes bullish after the full moon. Shout out to Waters Above for this one. So this might be something we want to look out for coming up here with the next full moon in February. But again, it seems to be doing something on the quarter moons too. So quite possibly later on tonight or tomorrow, there might be something that happens. But let's go out to the day chart so we can get this full thesis about a possible 50K Bitcoin. So like I kind of said before, I didn't know I was screen sharing. Was not screen sharing. My apologies on that. Here's 2019. I propose we're in 2019 because sitting here in 2023, we're 1 year away from the halving, which is the same as we were here in 2019, right? Bitcoin did not go bullish until after the halving, but one caveat we want to pay attention to here is Rona. Rona happened. Let me see here. We got some tools that I can draw here. Well, you can kind of see it here, guys. The dip on March 20th, the Rona was right there, right? So it was looking like Bitcoin was going to go really bullish here. If you look at that turn that it was making, Rona came in and killed that. So it might be quite possible that Bitcoin was going to go bullish before this halving here in May the 20th. May have been bullish like 3 months before that. So we might want to pay attention here coming up here in 2023. Maybe Bitcoin goes bullish. Maybe, hell, could be now, right? But One thing to just note though, in 2019, Bitcoin went up to 13K, right? And that was about 70% of where it went when it first went up after the halving. So just based off of that thesis, maybe we see Bitcoin at the very least hit about 35, 40. If it's using 47K as the top, if it's using 68K as the top, maybe it hits 50. But we're looking, okay, where does it begin that next leg up here from the 23s? Maybe it begins that next leg up either tomorrow or during the next full moon, which is February 5th or 6th. Okay. So those are dates we really got to be concerned with and really got to watch out for when we're talking about Bitcoin taking the next bullish leap. Okay. And does anyone have any questions on like kind of how we got to that or how we came to that logic right there? Okay, it doesn't seem like it's any questions, so I'm going to keep going here. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I wasn't sharing. Let's go back. What's up, Kadeem K? One more thing to consider. So if it was going bullish here at January 20th, which would have been about 3 months before the Bitcoin halving, and we assume this cycle to be faster, right? Maybe we want to look out for 3 months before January would be November, right? So maybe in November of this year, we want to look out for Bitcoin being bullish. So that would be something just to think about. Maybe we might want to look out during November of this year for Bitcoin to go bullish. But let me close this window right quick. Okay. So I also thought we would look at some oracles today. Let's bring up the list of oracles. So far and away, Chainlink is killing all oracles in the game, right? Ranked 21st, sitting at $7.23. Still a big bargain right now. You can also stake Chainlink now. I'm not so certain if you want to do that because of look at this mess that's going on with the Ethereum, right? And they just came out with saying that they might not let them unlock their Ethereum on March. They may not let them do it. They just came out and said that. So I don't know if you want to stake your Chainlink, but the option is available. Max supply 1 billion. And if we look at how low it may have been, it's still relatively a decent price here at 723, considering it was as low as 540, 544. Still not a bad price. It's like $2 off of that price, right? Which means you're paying like 40% more for it, but still not terrible considering if your long-term plan was to hold until it got back to its high, which is like 50 something dollars, still sitting at $7, you got what? 7 times 7 is 49. So you still have a 7x here, considering if your long-term hold plan was that it gets back to its high. And it got to this high in the last halving. We just discussed how the cycle could be a little bit quicker this time. It could happen actually in 2023, the end of the year, that Bitcoin gets past or near a high, right? So the longest you would have to wait is 2024, 2025. But still, such a bargain when you look at the stock market and you got to have like a minimum 5-year hold plan. Here you're like 2, right? So still very much a bargain when you consider the stock market, what we have here in crypto, right? So Chainlink, far and away the Oracle leader at this point. Now, 2 I wanted us to consider right now. One was UMA, another one was API3. Both of which you can get on Coinbase. So UMA seems to be heavily tied into Ethereum. So we come over here and explore the UMAverse. We'll see that UMA, come on. Okay, it's showing me this and I don't want to see this. Okay, hold on a second, guys. We'll just bring it up from here. I don't know why it's so shoddy. Okay, so if we come over here and look, we see a lot of the UMA projects are projects that are tied to Ethereum, right? Like Bankless, right? Boba, all of these are kind of like layer 2s and additions to Ethereum. So pretty interesting. And what they say they are is an optimistic oracle that serves data to smart contracts using true and less disputed escalation game. So everything is true unless it's disputed. And they come into telling us a little bit about how that works. Just something to note. Seems to be kind of a little bit of an improvement upon Chainlink. And they seem very heavy in people who use like Ethereum, like they're very heavy in that type of market. And shout out to Bankless. I love their YouTube channel. They do talk some really great stuff on there. And they try not to skid towards a certain way. But be sure to check out the interview that I did with, or not interview, but the review of their interview of Sam Bankman-Fried and Eric Voorhees. That was such a good interview, and that was such a good review by myself on them. It's when I knew Sam Bankman-Fried was just a fraud. Let me see. Did I do that live? I don't think I did. I hate that they separate videos and lives now. It's such a pain. Okay, here it is. Reaction. Bankless versus reaction Bankless SBF versus Eric V. So definitely check it. I started the video a little weird because I went right into them talking and I don't say anything. So just note that. And before we go into the last little oracle, we're going to review. Let me see if we got any questions from you guys over here. I see LCX hitting 20 cents soon. What's up, Crypto Lady? We could check out LCX for sure. We've been talking LCX for a while here. What's up, Mike? Love to see you, Dion, MYC, and Crypto John together. Yeah, shout out to that. We might be doing a panel soon with Dion at MYC and Crypto John, and we'll definitely talk some H bar Mike for sure. So let's stay right there with it, and then keep your questions coming, guys. Let's do this last one here, which is API 3. But before that, I just want to go over the UMA price history. It's as high as let's see here, $32. That's crazy. It was as high as $32 in the last kind of bull run, right? Sitting here at $2. That's a 16x right there, my friends. That is a 16x. How far did it come? Only went up like a third. Like it was at $1.50. So right now you're essentially paying 33 more percent to purchase it here at $2. Not too bad if your holding strategy is for $32. Even if you're holding for half of that, you say, okay, I'm only going to decide to hold till $12. You still got a 6x. So still something to look at, even though all the market's up like 33%. If your holding strategy is longer term, you still got a 6x in this. So even though we're seeing bullish action, it's still an okay time to accumulate, in my opinion. If you're going to be sitting here waiting for like 10K Bitcoin, you may be left out. Just saying, you may be left out. So might be a good time to dollar cost average. And if we get 10K Bitcoin, cool, put in more money. But might be a good time. Let's see here. Now let's go to API 3. Now, API 3, what I like to see about this one is they have a lot of partners down here. UMA had a lot of partners, a lot of Ethereum partners, but this one seems to have a lot of non-Ethereum partners, like Polkadot projects, like where is it? Moonbeam right here, Cadena Sovereign, which does like stuff with Bitcoin, Emergo, which is Cardano's corporate arm, Harmony One, Alliance Block. That's huge. That's huge. Which goes into what this is about. It wants to kind of be an oracle to legacy programs. So I hadn't seen Alliance Block on there. I'm glad I relooked at this with you guys. So the very, very huge ones are Polygon, Alliance Block, Phantom, Harmony 1, star, which means star, and it's so occultic. Pocket is huge. They have a lot of just huge ones over here. Injective, Block Bank, which with that occult logo, I see 3 6s. I don't know about y'all, but I see 3 6s right there. They trying to make it look like it's a B. Sovereign, Moonbeam, Cadena, Boba, Oasis. Oh man, this looks more a bit good. More I see it like digital currency group. That used to be something big, but the problems they're going through right now. It's still a big partnership, but and Emergo. So these guys are definitely something to look at. Put them on my list. So max supply a little over 119 million. So very low supply. At one point, as high as $9, and that was at the end of 2021. So it kind of saw a bull market. But sitting here at $1.50, again, you're getting this about 33% higher than its low. But again, if your holding strategy is to $9, you got basically a 6x there, because 1.5 times 2 is 3, and then you do that times another 3 is a $9. So you still got a 6x of your long-term holding strategy is when it gets to $9. I believe you can buy this on Coinbase. Because understand, they're going to need Oracle to get legacy stuff onto a blockchain. So remember Alliance Block. We've talked about them so many times on here. Alliance Block is trying to bridge traditional finance and Web3, and DeFi. So Alliance Block has deals with Cordia 3 and everyone. Oh man, this is a good one here. I think I'm gonna have to really look at that. But let's get to your questions here, guys. What's up, Anthony Sherman? Man, I hope that we have another drop towards 15 or 16K. All the different signs say that we will have one more. Supposedly, all the signs say that, but I don't know that we can say that we know that, right? And if it decides to go to 40K, there's still the premise of you saying, okay, I'm going to buy here while things are at 23K, get the gain when it goes to 40K, and then buy back in again when it goes to 15K. Now, that's not, you got to do your own research on that, and you have to make your own decision there. But again, if we go back to the chart, for all the people that were waiting on 10K Bitcoin, and when we came on here and it was 15K, and people were like, "Oh, it's gonna go down to 10. I'm gonna wait." Well, you could have bought at 15K and got out here at 23 and had 33% on your money. So that's the hard part. That's the really hard part. You have to make the decision for yourself if that's what you want to do. Because if it doesn't get back down to 16K, you're kind of, left holding your pants or whatever. I know what I want to say, but I don't want to like cussed on YouTube. So you really have to make that decision for yourself. Um, my thought is, okay, if I'm thinking that it reaches 40K, maybe I might want to buy in here and get out there if I think that's the high. But you have to make the decision for yourself. Do your own research. Um, yeah. So for all those people that were here and still waiting for a 10K Bitcoin, they're losing. They lost out here. So that's just got to decide for yourself how you feel about that one, Anthony Sherman. But I know what you mean, bro. What's up, AAA Pool Services or AAA Pool Services? Thanks for making it to the live. Appreciate it. Okay, we'll definitely get into IOTA, Casper Holstein. So let's get over here and start with LCX. Say we see it hitting 20. Man, I should have brought some water over here. Getting dry. Let's see here. So really close to 15. We haven't seen 20 in a very long time, since 2022. I could definitely see 20, especially if we make it to the 40 that I was just telling you about. Uh, I could definitely see 20 in its future. Um, Now, again, guys, you guys have to make your own decision on when you decide to take profits here. So, if it makes it to 20, you have to decide then if you want to take profits. Me personally, I'm in LCX until $1. I think it reaches $1 at some point in time for all the things that it has going on. But if you want to play like you want to be the guy that says, okay, I'm going to take profits at 20 and then I'm going to go put it in something lower costed like XLM, right? Maybe that's something you want to do, because XLM, if you look at XLM, it hasn't been below 8 cents in a while. Right? Oh, man. March, that's crazy. That was ever at 3 cents. It hasn't been below, like, okay, 6 cents. It hasn't been below 6 cents in like 2 years. But really, when you look at it, it really hasn't been below 8 cents in about 2 years. So if you decide, okay, LCX gets to 20 cents, I'm I'm moving some of my profits to XLM. Maybe that's something you can do. But yeah, I definitely see LCX hitting 20. Because we just got through saying, right, maybe Bitcoin hits 50 to 35K, right? So yeah, in that world, LCX definitely hits 20. I think. My opinion, just my opinion. Not financial advice. Do your own research there. But let's go to the next question. I rather hold LCX. Yep, that's exactly what I said, Mike. I I'm holding to $1. It's so funny you said that. I'm holding to $1. That's my thought there. And just to kind of expound on that thought, LCX, its high was like 50 cents. But if we look at all these other exchange tokens, like the ones that weren't a scam, like FTX, If we look at KuCoin, right? And I do think we eventually see LCX getting its own blockchain. I really think we see that. I think they get their own blockchain on Polkadot. Understand that LCX's tokenomics, its max supply is more towards like 1 billion. It's like 950 million. Okay. So this is like a fifth of LCX's supply. But you could see here. You can see here the growth, right? LCX hasn't hit this growth yet in its token. Same with another exchange, Gate.io. So this one's like a third of LCX's supply at 300 million. LCX hasn't seen this growth yet either. See, it went from about 40 some cents all the way to $12, right? And if you split this in thirds, it's still higher market cap wise than LCX. So LCX hasn't seen this growth yet, but it will. Every bull market, as you can see, these exchange tokens blow the heck up. And let's look at one. I know they're in bankruptcy now, but Voyager token, another one with like a 300 million supply, right? We've seen this one skyrocket to like crazy prices. And also remember, of course, LCX is a member of the World Economic Forum. So it's gone from 1 cent all the way to $6. Can you imagine? Imagine LCX goes to $6, boy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be real happy here. So yeah. So I agree with you, Mike. I'm hodling LCX to 20 to a dollar myself. So let's look at the next question. What's up, Ace Train? Axe Train? What's up, Ace Train, Axe Train? I've been holding XLM and using the Stellar blockchain a lot. I'm not very familiar with LCX. Got to do my research on that. I heard you mention that project before. Yes, please do your LCX research. You can come over on the channel. I kind of done a lot of the research here for you. Come on down. We got playlists. We got LCX videos, a good 16 of them. LCX partners, a good like 16 of those videos. So a lot of the research is done for you over here. You can come over to the channel and like peruse it. And they're really quick videos, like 15, 20-minute videos on LCX and the partners. You can see here, partner videos are very short and LCX videos are very short. So definitely come over here and check those out. If you're not familiar with LCX, we got it all covered for you. Profits go more towards BTC. Yeah, I know a lot of people, they put their profits in BTC. That's not a bad idea too. But with the whole bull run still kind of developing, it would be better, or for me at least, it's better to throw those profits in some other coins besides uh, Bitcoin. And y'all know I've been telling y'all my Bitcoin profits or my Bitcoin exposure has all been in CleanSpark, boy. All in CleanSpark. Gotta love that CleanSpark. Okay, this is frozen for some odd reason. Okay, while that's reloading. Got it. Got it. Okay, that's just, it doesn't like, okay. We'll just reload Benzinger Pro here. We'll get back to that. Let's go to the next question here. And what's up, Kadeem K? H bar. Okay. H bar, I'm still bullish on H bar as well. Like, you got a whole cadre of bank coins, right? You got XLM, you got XRP, and you got XD. H bar is on a quite of a run lately. Yeah, I'm still bullish on this because, again, it's one of those coins where it's like, okay, it's gone up so many percentage, right? Where it's almost, you're almost buying it for double, right? Seems it was at 3 cents for a second, so you're almost buying it at double. But if your long term hold is it reaching back to 57 cents, you're still getting it at almost like, still almost do a 10x at 6 cents. So, and I fully do believe Hedera is one of those, just like LCX. Remember, I said LCX, I'm holding till $1. I'm very much believing Hedera is going to be one of these that passes its all-time high. Why do I believe that? Well, it's connected with all these CBDCs, the World Economic Forum, and tokenization. So it already has that going for it that it didn't have going for it when it was at its previous high. But if we look at DeFi Llama here, they also have projects building DeFi on Hedera as well. And that wasn't going. So a lot of things that weren't going on a project when it was at 60 cents are now going on it. So I completely think that it will eclipse the high that we've seen. So you can see nothing on the DeFi. Then here, August 2022, it's online. And already we have it up to 38 mil. Most of it's coming from Saucer Swap, but some things are staked inside of Stater. Saucer Swap, we got 30 something mil just hanging there. So you add along tokenization, you add in that you got stuff like Saucer Swap and this DeFi going. You add in, you got the World Economic Forum working with it. You add in all the things like all the people that are working with it, like IBM. And IBM's been getting real heavy with like settling money, like being bank settlement for liquidity on cash, which we're having a problem with worldwide, by the way. So maybe Hedera is one of these ones that become a, a reserve currency, possibly. You can see IBM there. They keep changing this website, boy. So you can see they're saying it right here: digital identity, CBDCs, tokenization, all of that. Enterprise, they're working on that. They are working on the enterprise part with IBM. And remember, as a hash graph, these guys can move faster than a blockchain. So that's another thing that they're working on. So yeah, I'm high on Hedera. I'm high on them. I'm also high on XDC, which has not moved as much at all. And these guys are supposed to be trade finance guys. I think they even have a lower supply than Hedera. And these guys are stuck right below 3. If you look, they haven't been beyond 3 and gosh, since like November. So these guys really haven't moved at all. I guess since January, you could say they're up. They're up a third too, but for them to be this cheap is crazy, especially considering if we look at Hedera's supply, I believe XDC supply is actually smaller. I think though Hedera is not. I think this is the cap on their supply. This is all they'll be. So that's Hedera. Half their supply is not circulating yet. That's something to be aware of. Let's go XDC. I believe their supply is a lot less than Hedera's, but okay. So yeah, they're like 13, 12 to 13 billion less supply than Hedera. Both are good plays, though. Both are good plays. Yes, yes. Galileo protocol and tokenization with those guys will make LCX a star for sure. Kid Graybo, do I think we already hit bottom? Man, it's beginning to look like a lot like that. It's beginning to look a lot like that. A lot of people are saying that okay, maybe we might hit under 15 or 16 again. I don't know. It's really looking like we don't. I don't know. I really can't say. I'm really kind of thinking we might have hit bottom. Of course, nobody can say for sure, right? But I'm thinking we might have hit bottom. But let's see if we can justify that with the chart. Why don't we? See what happened in 2019. So in 2019, see the anomaly though is this Rona part. And if they never had Rona, then bottom was in already. they never had Rona, they never would have gotten back down to $4,000. So the bottom was in here. So if we look at the chart, by the chart, we can almost say bottom was in already, ignoring a Rona situation. The bottom was in. So if we go by this chart, we could say the bottom is already in. Yeah. On financial advice, I'm not saying that I know, but my educated guess, do your own research. My educated guess is bottom was already in. Bottom is already in. Yep. Wow. NT. Everyone has been saying Bitcoin would drop to 15K or less. Now you're saying up to 50K. NT, I'm just throwing out a theory here. And I gave you justifications chart wise for the theory. So, everybody also said Dogecoin would get to $1 too, right? Never happened. Never happened. So that's why I try to say, okay, look at the chart and make your own decision and your own conclusion from that. Like, are people financially necessarily motivated to tell you that the bottom will be 15K? Okay, then that prevents you from getting into the market, right? That leaves a lot of money on the sidelines while they get right in at 15K and they get they get what they need. So you have to really question, okay, are people financially motivated to telling me what they're telling me? Like, everybody was saying Christmas rally, and we had a Christmas dump, right? Everyone was going around and saying there'll be a Christmas rally, and everything dumped in Christmas time. Where was it here? Like, some of these coins, their lowest prices were actually around Christmas. So it's like you really have to look at the chart and just really see what that says to you. Like, you can see it right here. These things dumped out. Look, if we're looking at Rose, this boy dumped out exactly around Christmas time. Everybody was saying Christmas rally. Same thing with the SPY. They're like Christmas rally, boom. So really got to watch what some of these people say. I think you guys already know about Jim Cramer, right? Like, Jim Cramer was like, "Hey, this is your final chance to get out of crypto," and then crypto went on a 30% run. So really, you gotta see what people do and not what they say. Really, you know. It's all about what people do, not what they say, right? What do you think about the ISO tokens and stable coins? Oh, Ace Train, Axe Train. I am so bullish on ISO tokens, stable coins. Not so much. I think the stable coins, their purpose are really to just keep money on chain. But I'm super bullish on the ISO tokens. Come over and check out the channel. You will see that. In fact, I have a video, I believe, on ISO tokens. So you can see that. Definitely come over to the channel. You'll see I'm gaga bullish over those. ISO tokens are my Selma Hayek, pretty much. Y'all get that. February going to be volatile as heck. All markets are fighting for direction and stability, but investors around seem to be playing the sidelines. Investors say that they're playing the sidelines, but we see this uptick in Bitcoin. It's crazy because we see all these layoffs, right? We see crazy amounts of layoffs. However, I'm kind of now of the opinion the great RESET is actually the great money reset. That's what I'm seeing. It's the great money reset. They're getting rid of certain monies. They're getting rid of paper money, and they're heading to things like these ISO cryptos, things like XRP, things like XDC, things like XLM. I showed you guys that countless number of times on here. Like we've seen the whole things where it's like the UN taps on Stellar to give Ukrainian aid. And let's just ignore the fact that they were doing that with FTX, by the way. But let's just ignore that. But UN taps on Stellar for that. Stellar creating Ukrainian CBDC. Ripple signing with Bank of America after the case is over. All of that stuff is kind of there. So it seems to me like they're resetting to these ISO cryptos. I could show you so many freaking headlines about this stuff. Bank of Italy picks Algorand for something. There's so many headlines. While they're telling us they're staying on the sidelines and all of this stuff is happening right behind the scenes, right? Bank of America and Ripple launching payments. JP Morgan Chase doing stuff with Consensus, getting Ethereum in order, right? So Bank of America to partner with Ripple for ODL services after the case ends. Ripple partnering with the Bank of Brazil. So many of these different things, right? So we got to be aware of these things, right? Because as much as they're telling us, okay, they're sticking on the sidelines, we see stuff going on like this. And quiet as it's kept, even though the housing market has been like ransacked, right? We got stocks like Open. So Open. Let's look at Open Door right quick. We got certain sectors that have been like decimated. They're slowly picking back up some steam. So Open Door. Chamath Palihapitiya stock, by the way, where they kind of just dumped on us. But again, dumps out in Christmas where everybody's like, Christmas rally. Boom. Now it's at nothing, right? Like $1. It's beginning its rise back up. I could show you this with a whole bunch of different stocks that do stuff with housing, a whole bunch of different ones. And then, as we've been covering on here, CleanSpark dumped out around Christmas when everybody was saying Christmas rally, Christmas rally. Then at the beginning of the year, went from 177 all the way up to $2.94. Core Scientific, while Core Scientific declared bankruptcy, CleanSpark's over here buying a facility, and now they're actually even expanding the facility they bought. They just announced that a couple days ago. They're expanding it in a bear market. Bear market growth campaign. Upon completion, they're going to be able to have more Bitcoin mining machines. These dudes are expanding. Core Scientific, even though they declared bankruptcy, they might be one to look at now too. They're on an OTC now, but they've gone from 10 cents all the way to 24 cents. That's a over 100% gain. But just saying, all these ISO cryptos, that might be one to look at, because it seems like there's going to be a great money reset, people. A great money reset. And it's going to require Ripple. It's going to require XLM, Hedera, Algorand. Got to pay attention to those. What's up, Daryl Calhoun? Good afternoon, bro. Compared to 2019. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed I didn't buy more. Yeah, Auntie. I know you're not. I take it like that, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, and I did compare to 2019. I'm not sure if you caught that part yet, though. But in 2019, we got a little bit of skew graphics here, because saying that we're hitting the high that we did in 2019, we've already hit the low. The low's already happened. It was right here with the whole FTX stuff. It seems like we already hit that low. It didn't go back to this low until 2020, and that was skewed because of Rona. That was the Rona low, which we could show you the same thing here in the stock market if we go back. Stock market was even crazier. This was the stock market that same time. God darn. Look at that. So March 20th, stock market. Bitcoin at that same time. It started in February, just like the stock market, right? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me get this on an hour chart so I can change it. Okay, that's way higher than I would like, but whatever. I just changed you. Okay, so it must be on a downswing. Sorry. There. Okay. Little dag dump. I wonder if Bitcoin is dumping. No, not really. H bar dumping a little bit. Okay. So let's get back to those questions. What's up, Courtney Johnson? Peace, 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 brother. Maybe if McDonald's accept the coin, perhaps, man. And let's see, maybe even Elon integrates it in with Twitter. Let me make sure there are no questions over here. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you, Alexandros. I really appreciate it. Who's Dr. Craig S. Wright? Didn't he have anything good to say about XRP? You know, he's one of those fudders. A lot of people fudded XRP at the exact same time. And shout out for that super chat. Thank you. It's one of my very first ones. Really appreciate it. He was one of it was him, Ethereum guy, Vitalik Buterin. Like a whole bunch of people came out at one time just flooding XRP. And that just made me kind of even more bullish on it. Just understand that Ethereum is in the pockets of JP Morgan. So it's within their best interest to flood XRP. And I wouldn't be surprised if Craig S. Wright has some relation to Ethereum. I would not be surprised. Because JP Morgan decided not to join R3 Cordia. Let's see, JP Morgan. So they quit the R3 blockchain consortium. They quit it. Whereas Ripple, a whole bunch of other people, they're still in it. So JP Morgan decided to go out on their own. Why did they decide to go out on their own? And I think it mentions it in here. It's because they run Consensus and Ethereum. So they don't need this consortium. They decided to go with Ethereum. Okay, here they talk about it a little bit because they gifted Quorum. They gifted Quorum to Consensus, and Consensus does a lot of work with Ethereum. So here it is. Yep. JP Morgan's blockchain research and development endeavor shows a market choice in the development of Quorum, which Quorum, they gave it to Consensus, and Consensus does the majority of the work on Ethereum. So that makes sense. So it's within their best interest, JP Morgan and anybody that works with Ethereum, because Ethereum is tightly coupled with JP Morgan, to bash Ripple because they don't want them to be the leaders of the whole great money reset, put it that way. So that's why also you have this case against Ripple. Notice that the SEC does not say anything about Ethereum. Ethereum's not a security. And that's why the whole Hinman emails come up. It's a whole big deal, right? I might have to make a whole video kind of like to show the whole like tea leaves of that. But that's a little bit of it there, Alexandros. That's the whole thing there. You're welcome, very welcome. My daughter just pulled the $75 profit from a $25 on Magic. Thoughts on Magic? On Magic the Gathering? Let's see here. Greetings from Macedonia. We love it. We love it. Bottom. Yeah, I think we're already in the bottom, Kid Graybo. At least with Bitcoin. I see you saying there with ETH. The thing where ETH could probably go bottom more is the whole Shanghai update. If people decide to move to take their money out of staking, if they actually allow them to remove their money from staking with the Shanghai update, we could see some more selling pressure with ETH and see it actually come down lower. So let's see here. Could this bear market rally? Could this just be a bear market rally? What about the so-called recession? That's the thing, Trill McCoy, and that's the thing that could give this rally some pause. Everything says recession right now, with all the multiple crypto layoffs, with Genesis declaring bankruptcy, with Coors declaring bankruptcy. Everything says recession. Actually, depression. Really, we hit recession. In my eyes, we hit recession 2022. We're already in a recession. Depression is the next thing we hit, and I really think that may put pause on it. But the only thing in my mind that says maybe it doesn't is because we're hitting this money reset. And I kind of went over everything here quickly with that. Ripple doing deals with the Central Bank of Brazil, like all these different ISO companies like Ripple, like Stellar, they're making deals and setting things up right now to be liquidity, to be like on-demand liquidity, because that's Ripple's thing. ODL is on-demand liquidity. Banks don't have any liquidity right now. That's why they're telling us, okay, you can only withdraw this amount of money out of banks. Why? Because if everyone went to go withdraw money, they wouldn't have it. So all these different ISOs, these are guys to look at, including IOTA. I don't do as much research on IOTA as Internet of Things. I know somebody mentioned it. I do think it'll be a good buy, but I think Internet of Things, we don't see that really pop off until the metaverse completely pops off. Oh, let's look at the price history of it right quick. And there you have it. It's only like 3 billion. That's pretty low. Or let's say 2.8 billion. Was as low as 18 cents. Again, another one that's up a third. But again, if your long-term holding strategy is to $2 or even $5, that's like what? Say it's 25 cents. 25 times 4 is $1. And then you do that 4 times 5. That's 20x if it gets back to $5. And that was already the bull run before this one. So the last bull run, it got to $2.5. So that's a 10x. So yeah, I think it's good at the price it is right now. You got a possible 10x. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's still accumulation time. You're just getting stuff higher than the bottom. But so what if you're going to hold until $2.5? So what, right? Still a good time to accumulate. It's not the low. I'm like NT. I'm a little pissed that I didn't get more in the low, right? Everybody is, but it's still a good time to accumulate right now. Just DCA, 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 DCA. Dollar cost average all the way around, right? Chase Bank in New York are shutting down ATMs. Ooh, wow. See? That's 100%. 100%. It's happening. And if you guys have been aware what's been going on in Nigeria, they're trying to force them to use CBDCs, and they're going around using Bitcoin instead. I saw one article. What's up, HBCU maker? One article said that only 0.5%, so 99.5% of the people are using Bitcoin, quote unquote, on a black market instead of using the CBDC. It's crazy. Yes, sir, I hear you. Awareness is staying connected to market trends and movement. Yep. How what people are saying, people are being quiet and strategic most likely. 100%. 100%. They might say something and put out say what they're saying, but they're doing an exactly different thing. Just like JP Morgan. They claim that crypto is a pet rock and the only blockchain is good, but with the consensus, they're basically building Ethereum. So they're full of crap. Any link for a consultation and should my daughter buy more Magic? Now, are you talking Magic the Gathering? Or is there like a Magic coin out there? I don't know this Magic you're speaking of. And I wouldn't be able to give you financial advice on what she should do with that, but I can look at what you're talking about, though. Oh, is this a coin called Magic? Huh. I have to do a little more research on this, Alexandros. I've never heard of this Magic before. Treasure is a decentralized video game console connecting games communities together through IP and infrastructure called. Okay, I'll have to do a little research on this one. I haven't heard of this one before. Apparently, it's on Coinbase. Okay, thanks, brother. I'll have to check this out. Oh wow. Okay. It's like a play to earny type thing. I'll have to check this out, brother. Seems like they have a lot of games up. Um, I do think play to earn is a thing that will be like valuable at some point in time. But the thing that usually gets play to earn in trouble is that once people that find out about it in a place that has lower cost of living, they end up draining all the money out of it. So um, let me take a look at this one. I honestly couldn't tell you right now, but it seems like this is number one. They say number one NFT and gaming system on Arbitrum. 95% of all NFT tokens on Arbitrum. Looks good. Looks pretty good right now, but I had to look more into it before I could actually give you any before I could say what I would do on this. Because I can't give you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I could say what I would do. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I could say I could. I don't know. I haven't looked into magic before. I'll have to check that out. What's up, Richard Judge? Guys, go ahead and check out Richard Judge channel too. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Magic, Alexandros, but I'll check it out though. Spell token is still cheap. Okay, I know Spell. They were doing something with like Magic Internet Money. I have to check that one out too. It's been a while since I looked at those. What do you think of? Hey, Musali, what's up, brother? What do you think of SHX token? Let's look at that. Magic, I will put this on my list to take a look at. I do like the fact that they say that um, they're like the first whatever on Arbitrum. They have 100K engaged player community. That's pretty good. 95% of all NFT tokens on Arbitrum and growing 100% every quarter. That sounds really good. That sounds real good. Um, let me go check out. And it was high. Its high was at $6. This seems intriguing. This seems actually very intriguing. But I couldn't say what to do on that. Stronghold. Ooh, this would be another lotto play. Up from oh wow. This one's gone up a lot. So this is like It's like 2 or 3x. Sorry about the sound, guys. XDC study playing with the 3 cent zone again. Where were we? Stronghold. Well, token stored value, Stronghold creates it. Okay, it's on the Stellar Network. Interesting. Okay, but what do they do? Excuse me. About us. There we go. Our mission provides fast, secure, and accessible financial services for all. Through our APIs, we enable access to legacy and next generation payments and financial services. Okay, payments and financial services. Oh, wow. Work with Netflix, Gap, JP Morgan Chase, Deloitte, Touche, Singularity, Walmart, Plaid. Wow. Looks pretty decent to me. Investor, Square Investor, SoFi's an investor advisor. Wow. Seems just from glance, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's go. Let's go to their Twitter. So it looks like it's a payment to like kind of bank to bank list kind of deal in San Fran. You got reserve rights in San Fran too. So I want to see who's following it. Phantom B, Carlitos Wagon, Ian System, Moose, you're following it, of course. Red Dead, Blue Dead, Blockbank, Gay.io, KuCoin, founder of freaking Uphold, Stellar, of course. Yeah, seems pretty strong to me. I'm gonna have to look into that one. I'm going to start it. It's a great lotto play. I like it. I like it, even though it's up so much. Tons of tokens though, tons of tokens. That's something to be aware of. But knowing what it wants to do, right? Uh, it's kind of okay that it has tons of tokens. Things that are trying to be payment systems like this tend to have a ton of tokens. I could give you a whole bunch of examples, and you could check their max supply, reserve rights, alchemy pay, things like this. They tend to have a lot of max supply because they want to be like a reserve currency. So hit 3 cents and the last bull run might be something to like say, okay, put a little bit of money in, and if it hits 3 cents, you're just really happy with yourself. Get it on KuCoin, Bittrex, Gate.io. Interesting play. Thank you, my brother. How do you feel about the Internet of Things and related tokens? Internet of Things, I think that's going to be happening after Metaverse really gets in. But when things are boring like this, like right now for stuff like Internet of Things, this is actually the time that you're supposed to get in. So I don't see anything on the horizon to make those move immediately. But right now, the boring time is the perfect time to get in because you're going to wait until things pop, right? So I'm not sure that that pops until Metaverse pops off. But I do think that that's a sector, if you're looking to invest in, it's a good sector to invest in. All right, cool, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and Sunday we always go live. And if you're curious about the times that I go live or that I'm streaming, you come over here to my profile. I have a pinned tweet here. So we will be live again tomorrow, Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's like 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then that'll be 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys have any more questions, you can come through then. Thank you guys so much for coming out right now, and I appreciate all the different super chats and all of that. If you guys have any more questions, I'll be there for you guys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll check that token out to HBCU Maker. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one, guys. Peace. I know. Yeah, I'll check that out as well, Courtney Johnson. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Peace.